I don't have the greatest track record when it comes to Nuzlocks, so that's why I am doing 9 of them in a row. Welcome to the Sammy Owens Genlocke. If you are unfamiliar with the rules, they will be down in the description below, with the basic Nuzlocke encounter rules, as well as a few additional rules to kinda spice things up for this little challenge. And let's start off with Leaf Green in the Kanto region. Let's get past these instructions because
Played these games before! I said I played these games before!
shout out to ADHG who made this overlay for me. Now, it may be excluding Duskmane Necrozma, but we will be going through Ultra Sun as well. It is my fault mainly for skipping over that on the double checking of the layout, but accidents happen. I named myself Sammy, and my rival is Nuzlocke, and now it is time to journey through the Kanto region. I woke up in my room. I grabbed the potion from the PC, say goodbye to my mom like you should always do. Then I get stopped by Professor Oak outside of Pallet Town. Then he brings me back to his lab to get my starter Pokemon. Then usually I pick Charmander for Kanto playthroughs, but this is a Nuzlocke. I'm going to go with the best possible option for a playthrough team. It's not Charmander because Charmander is weak to the first 2 gyms, and it's not Squirtle since I can get plenty of water-type Pokemon, which you will see later in this video. So I am going with Bulbasaur. The grass typing is very helpful for the first 2 gyms, so he's the best option. And he is the greatest bounty hunter this side of Tatooine, Boba Fett. Then my rival picks my favorite Pokemon, Charmander. Bulbasaur is a jolly nature, which isn't that good, but I can make it work. And I proceeded to make it work by hammering away on the Charmander, which gave me my very first win against my rival during this journey, and it'll be the first of many. I made my way to Viridian City, grabbed the parcel, brought it back, picked up my stuff, say bye to my mom, then proceed to knock out a Pidgey on the first route. Well, that'll be my first of many failed encounters. But I caught a Mankey on Route 22 and I named it Kong. A Pidgey on Route 2 and I named it Pilot. And a Caterpie in Viridian Forest and I named it Monarch. My rival decided he wanted another fight because he's all smug and stuff, but you're not that guy, pal. He started off with a Pidgey, I started off with Boba Fett. I started off with a Leech Seed. He sand attacked. Then I proceeded to think about switching out, but then I decided against it in the moment. Missed a tackle, get hit with another sand attack. Then I decided to switch out to Pilot and get hit with a tackle. Hit him with a Gust, get hit with a tackle. Then I hit it with a Gust, with a critical hit, knocking it out. And then they send in Charmander, where I switch back into Boba Fett. I get hit with a Scratch, just to set up another Leech Seed. Then I switch back out and into Kong, where I get hit with a Scratch. I hit it with a low kick, I get hit with a growl. I hit it with another low kick, where I get hit with another Scratch. I hit it with a Scratch with a critical hit again, giving me another win against my rival. Make it through Viridian Forest and Route 2, then I make it all the way to Brock, and then just like Velasquez versus Lesnar, he's about to get Brocked out.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I start off with a confusion to the Geodude. He goes with a tackle. I hit another confusion. He misses the tackle. Third confusion takes out the Geodude. For some reason, I decided to stay in, then only to switch out to Boba Fett. I get hit with a Rock Tomb, lowering my speed. Then I get hit with a tackle, hit it with a Vine Whip to take it out in one shot, claiming me my very first badge in this very long journey. I pick up the running shoes from one of Professor Oak's aides, then I buy a Magikarp, name it Rampage, catch a Nidoran on Route 3 and I named it Royale, catch a Zubat in Mount Moon, name it Gotham, get the Dome Fossil just to have some variety, leave Mount Moon, catch a Sandshrew on Route 4, name it Sandrew, and then I enter Cerulean, fight my rival, and this time, I'm not so lucky. He starts off with Pidgeotto, and I start off with Sandrew. I get hit with a tackle, hit it with a Rock Tomb, lowering its speed, get hit with a Sand Attack, then I hit it with a second Rock Tomb, taking out the Pidgeotto. Then I switch out to Kong, while he sends out Rattata. I get hit with a Quick Attack when I knock it out with a Karate Chop. They send in Abra. Then I send in Monarch. I hit it with a Confusion. Abra can do nothing to me, so I just keep hitting it with 2 tackles, taking it out. Then I decide to check Sandshrew's moves again, only to switch out into it, to face the Charmander. I get hit with an Ember, then I hit it with a Rock Tomb, and I don't pay attention to how much it did the first time, causing me to stay in and getting knocked out. Then I send out Royale to hit it with a double kick to win me the battle. I'm sorry, Sandrew, but I will do this for you. Then I catch a Bellsprout, name it Nice on Route 24, if you know, you know. Then I try to catch an Abra, get the 1, 2, 3, and it decides to break out and run away. Then I go visit the local furry. I decide to go on his search history while he gets changed out of his fursuit. Then I proceed to get the SS ticket, catch a Meowth on Route 5, name it Maneki Nico. Then I run into Missy's gym, even though it's not safe to run by pools, just to go battle her. She starts off with Staryu, I start off with Nice. She uses Harden. I use Vine Whip to take it out in one shot. Then I decide to stay in on the Starmie, get hit with a Swift, hit it with a Vine Whip, get hit with another Swift, hit it with a Vine Whip that doesn't knock it out. She uses a Super Potion, I use Vine Whip again, I get hit with another Swift, almost knocking me out, then I hit it with another Vine Whip to win myself the Cascade badge. I run to Vermilion City, enter the SS Anne, go to battle my rival once again, and it was at this point where I decided not to use this one as a level cap, because his Pokemon are level 20. I start off with a peck to the Pidgeotto, get hit with a Sand Attack, miss a Poison Sting, get hit with another Sand Attack, get hit with a Quick Attack, miss another Poison Sting, miss another Poison Sting, get hit with another Sand Attack, keep missing Poison Stings and keep getting hit with Sand Attacks, finally hit a Poison Sting to poison the Pidgeotto, get hit with another Sand Attack, manage to hit a peck, get hit with a Gust, hit another peck, and knocking it out. Switch out to Rampage for the Kadabra, because it's the only Pokemon I have that has a super effective move against it. It uses Kinesis, and I use a Bite to get a critical hit and knocking it out in one shot. Then I switch out to Kong to take on his Raticate. using one karate chop to send it to the afterlife. Then I switch out to Rampage to take out the Charmeleon with one single... Oh. Well, I get hit with a smoke screen. Then I hit a second Water Pulse to finally take out the Charmeleon, winning me another battle. Then I go catch a Diglett in Diglett's Cave, naming it Yellowgnats. Then I go get the old Amber from the Scientist. Fail to catch a Spearow on Route 11. Then I go to battle Lieutenant Surge, and Yellowgnats wipes the floor with him. Yellowgnats knows how to dig holes, hitting Voltorb with a magnitude 10 to knock it out in one shot. Then I stay in, hit it with a magnitude 7, and down goes the Pikachu. Then I decide to stay in on the Raichu, hit it with a magnitude 5, which does not even do half. Raichu gets a double team off, and a quick attack. Then I hit it with a magnitude 10, knocking it out, winning me another gym badge. Then I catch a Spearow, name it Captain Jack on Route 9. Catch a Voltorb on Route 10, name it Danger Ball. Run into Dark Cave, fail an Onix. And then this happened. You see, the reason why I don't win Nuzlocke is either I do stupid decisions or I get extremely unlucky. This is an instance of the second part. You see, I started off with Boba Fett, and then I decided to switch out to Kong because Boba Fett was at level 29, which is the level cap for Erica. I get hit with a rock throw, and then I go for a karate chop, which does not take out the Geodude, and I get hit with another rock throw, which I don't know why rock type moves are all of a sudden super accurate. Then I hit it with another karate chop. Then I decided to stay in, which I guess you could also consider kind of stupid. But I hit it with a karate chop, and it does half. Then I get hit with a rock throw, and it was a critical hit. I don't know if the crit would have mattered in that instance, but I will do this for you, Kong. Then I find my rival as I'm trying to mourn the loss of Sandrew and Kong. But he sends out a Pidgeotto, I send out Danger Ball. I get hit with a quick attack. Then I hit it with a Spark, almost knocking it out. Get hit with a critical hit quick attack. Then I take it out with another Spark. Even though I have the type advantage, I'm switching out to Gotham. I use Bite, get hit with a Thrash, use another Bite, flinch it, Bite again, get hit with another Thrash, Bite, Thrash. Then I decide to switch out to Royale, get hit with another Thrash, making it confused. Then I hit it with a Cut. Then it hits itself, almost knocking itself out. Then I hit it with a Cut. They send out Execute. I hit it with a Poison Sting, poisoning it. It tries to hit Hypnosis, but it misses. Hit it with another Poison Sting. Get hit with a Hypnosis finally. Get hit with a Confusion. Don't wake up just yet. Get hit with another Confusion. Almost knocking me out, but thankfully the poison does the job. Then I switch out to Rampage for the incoming Kadabra. And I use a Bite. It uses Kinesis. I miss a bite, get hit with a confusion, finally hit the bite, knocking it out. Then I stand on the incoming Charmeleon, miss a water pulse, get hit with an ember, finally hit it with a water pulse, get hit with another ember, then I hit it with another water pulse, taking out the Charmeleon and winning me another battle. Then I catch a Vulpix on Route 8, naming it Miles per Hour, grab myself an Eevee, and I name it Pyro. Then I go all the way to Route 16 to catch a Raticate named it Rathu. Then I go all the way through the Rocket Game corner to fight Giovanni. He starts off with an Onix, and I start off with Rampage. Taking it out with a single water pulse because it's weak to water, and I got a critical hit. Then I switch out to Nice for the incoming Rhyhorn. I hit it with a single Vine Whip to take it out. Then I decide that I want to stay in for the Kangaskhan. I get hit with a bite, hit it with a sleep powder. It stays asleep, I hit it with a Vine Whip with a critical hit. Then it decides to wake up and hit me with a Mega Punch, knocking out Nice. I'm sorry about that, Nice. I will do this for you. But in comes Rampage, lowering the attack, hitting it with a bite, getting hit with a bite, then proceeding to use Dragon Rage, getting hit with a Tail Whip, then hits another Dragon Rage to knock out the Kangaskhan and win me the battle against Giovanni. And that's where I pick up the Sylph Scope, knock out my encounter in the Pokemon Tower. See, I told you I could get unlucky with some of these encounters. Then I get into a fight with the Marowak at the top of the Pokemon Tower. And let's just say this does not go the way I wanted it to. So I start off with Maneki Nico, and I hit it with a Payday, but I went into this battle forgetting that it's level 30. But I get hit with a Leer, I hit it with a Bite, I get hit with a Leer. At this point, I forgot that Leer lowers the defense. I hit it with a Feint attack. Then I get hit with a Headbutt, knocking out Maneki Nico. But I did eventually beat it, and I'm sorry this is going to be for you. I catch Snorlax and name it the Great Wall. Then I go to battle Erica and burn it down. She starts off with Victory Bell, I start off with Miles per Hour. I get hit with an Acid, I hit Ember. Then I switch out to Captain Jack. Get hit with an Acid, hit it with a Peck, get hit with a Stun Spore, get hit with an Acid, hit a Peck, knocking it out. Then I switch out to Rathu for the oncoming Tangela, hit it with a Hyper Fang as it goes for Ingrain. Hit it with another Hyper Fang, knocking it out with a High Roll this time. Then I switch out to Pilot for the incoming Vileplume. Hit it with a Wing Attack. Get hit with a Stun Spore. Get hit with an Acid. Then I hit it with another Wing Attack, almost knocking it out, where she heals it completely. Then I get paralyzed, get hit with an Acid. Get paralyzed again, hit with another Acid. Then I hit another Wing Attack, get hit with another Acid. Then I knock it out with a Wing Attack, finally giving me the Rainbow Badge and another victory. I get a Venonat on Route 12, named it Mothra. A Krabby on Route 13, named it Krabby Cake. a Dratini from the game corner, and I named it Lance. Then I catch an Execute from the Safari Zone, named it Freedom. And then I get into a fight with Ramiro. He sends out a Dodrio, and I send out Danger Ball. I get hit with a Rage that only does 18 damage. Then I hit a Spark, which does half. Then I get hit with another Rage, and it was a critical hit, knocking out Danger Ball. But I catch a Doduo, named it Wise Girls, and I'm sorry, Danger Ball, but this is for you. I fail a Ditto on Route 14, but I catch it on Route 15, named it Jello. Then I go take on the Fighting Dojo. He sends out Hitmonlee, I send out Pilot. Pilot hits it with a wing attack, knocking it out in one shot. Then I decide to stay in, hit it with a wing attack, which doesn't knock it out, but I get hit with a Thunder Punch, which does nothing, and I knock it out with a wing attack. And then I get a choice between Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, which I decide to go with the better one of the two, and I name it One Punch. Then I go to take on my rival in Silphco. He sends out Pidgeot, and I send out Great Wall. I get hit with a wing attack, but I hit it with a strength. It uses Feather Dance, lowering my attack, but I hit it with a strength to knock it out. I stay in on the Gyarados, taking another attack drop. Get hit with a Leer, dropping my defense, and hit it with a strength, which barely does anything. Then I decide to switch out into Pilot. Then I get hit with a Bite, hit it with a wing attack. Then it goes for Dragon Rage. I hit it with a wing attack, knocking out the Gyarados. Switch out to Rampage for the Charizard. Hit it, and get hit with the Smoke Screen. Then I hit it with the Surf. Get hit with a Flamethrower. Miss a Surf. Then I get hit with a Flamethrower. Misses another Surf. Then I decide to switch out to Great Wall. Get hit with a Flamethrower. Get hit with a wing attack. Hit it with a strength. Almost knocking it out. Get hit with a Flamethrower. Then I hit it with another strength, knocking it out this time. Then I switch out to Miles per Hour. Use a Flamethrower on the Execute, knocking it out. Then I switch to Great Wall to deal with the Alakazam. It goes for Future Sight. I hit it with a Strength, knocking it out in one shot, winning me the rival battle. Then I get a Lapras, and I name it Nessie. Then I go on to fight Giovanni for the second time, looking to get revenge for my fallen Nice. He sends out Nidorino, and I start off with Great Wall. Get hit with a Fury attack. That hits 3 times. I hit it with a Strength. Then it goes for Poison Sting, which poisons me. Then I hit it with a Strength to knock it out. Then I switch out to Rampage. I hit it with a Surf. It hits me with a Poison Sting. And a critical hit. I hit it with another Surf. Then I get hit with another Poison Sting that poisons me this time. Then I hit it with another Surf, knocking it out. I stay in on the Rhyhorn. I use Surf again, knocking it out in one shot. Then I switch out on the Kangaskhan to Boba Fett. I get hit with a Fake Out, caused me to flinch. I hit it with a Leech Seed. It misses a Mega Punch. I hit it with a Razor Leaf. Get hit with a Tail Whip, lowering my defense. Hit a Razor Leaf again. It misses a second Mega Punch. Then I hit it with a Razor Leaf, knocking it out and winning me another battle against Giovanni. Then I ran up here to get the Master Ball. Then I go to battle Sabrina. She starts off with Kadabra, and I start off with Rampage. I use Bite, make it flinch, bite it again to knock it out. She switches to Mr. Mime, and I stay under Rampage. I bite it, make it flinch, bite it again, doesn't knock it out, it hits a Psybeam. She heals up. I bite it again. Then I bite it, doesn't knock it out again. It uses Psybeam. She heals it up again. I bite it again. This time she flinches, and bite it again to take out the Mr. Mime once and for all. Then I switch out to Pilot to deal with the Venomoth. Wing Attack, almost knocking it out, get hit with a Psybeam, hit it with another Wing Attack to take it out. Then I switch out to Great Wall for the Alakazam. She proceeds to go with a Calm Mind, while I hit it with a Strength, knocking it out in one shot to give me the gym badge. Then I go immediately to Koga to deal with him, which this is going to be another easy battle. He starts off with Coughing, I start off with Mothra. Psybeam to the Coughing to take it out in one shot. He goes into Muck, I stay in. I hit it with a Psybeam. Then he starts to set up with a Minimize. I hit another Psybeam. He goes for Sludge. Then he proceeds to heal up. I hit it with another Psybeam. I miss a Psybeam this time, get hit with another Sludge. Miss another Psybeam, and another Sludge. Finally hit another Psybeam, almost knocking it out, getting hit with another consecutive Sludge. Then he heals up again. I hit it with a Psybeam. Hit it with another Psybeam. He goes for another Minimize. Then I take it out with a Psybeam. Up next is his second Coughing, where I just Psybeam, taking it out in one shot again. Then in comes the Wheezing, when I decide to switch out to treat him. I go for Confusion, and I take it out in one shot, winning me the Soul Badge. Then I catch a Tangela just south of Palatown, naming it Spaghetti. Go back to Route 6 to catch a Slowpoke and name it Christmas. Then I go to the power plant, catch Sandy Shocks, the Magneton. Fail to catch a Zapdos. Catch a tentacle on Route 19, named it Squidward. Went to revive the Kabuto to name it Lackydome, all hail Lord Helix. Then I revived the Aerodactyl, name it Old Flight. Then I catch a Grimer in the Pokemon Mansion, name it Grimace. Go to the Seafoam Islands, catch a seal named Flipper. Catch Articuno and name it Frozone. Get the secret key from the basement. Then I go on to battle Blaine. And I won't be needing a burn heal for him. Also, did you know that Kabuto does not learn any water type moves by level up? I start off with Lackydome, he starts off with Growlithe. I go for the Mud Shot. Don't knock it out, but lowers the speed. He goes for a Bite and heals up the Growlithe. I go for a Mud Shot. Don't knock it out again, but lowers the speed even more. And then I accidentally click on OBS, causing my game to stop momentarily. Then I hit it with another Mud Shot to knock it out. I stay in for the Arcanine, get my attack lowered, hit it with a Mud Shot, lowering its speed, get hit with a Bite. Then I hit it with another Mud Shot, lowering its speed again. I get hit with a Bite, hit it with another Mud Shot, get hit with a Bite that brings me down to 20 as it heals up. I hit it with another Mud Shot. Then I do the smart thing and I switch out into Christmas. Then I remembered it had Bite. And I hit it with a water gun. And I live a second Bite, causing me to switch out into Rampage. It misses a takedown, I hit it with a Surf, washing it away. Then out comes Ponyta, I hit it with a Surf, knocking it out in one shot. And then out comes the Rapidash. That's when I hit it with a Surf. It barely lives, it goes for a bounce. I miss a Surf, it hits. Then I hit it with a Surf, winning the battle. And winning myself the Volcano Badge. Then I catch a Staryu on one island, naming it Star Wars. A Poliwag, naming it Billy on Cape Brink. Then I arrest Mr. Winkle in the Berry Forest. Then I catch a Geodude named Punchy Rock on Kindle Road, failing Machop. Then I catch a Moltres, naming it Kane. Then I go on to fight Giovanni for one last time. He starts off with Rhyhorn, I start off with Treatum. Then I decide to switch out into Boba Fett. It goes for Scary Face. I hit it with a Razor Leaf, knocking it out in one shot. Then he sends in a second Rhyhorn, hitting it with a Razor Leaf, hitting it in one shot again. He sends out Dugtrio, I get hit with a Slash, then surprise, surprise, I one-shot it with a Razor Leaf. I stay in for the Nido Queen. It goes for Earthquake. I go for Razor Leaf. Then I switch out into Rampage. I baited the Earthquake and it doesn't hit. Then I go for a Surf, taking it out. Then he sends out Nidoking. I hit it with a Surf, knocking it out, winning me the Earth Badge, and getting rid of Giovanni forever. Then my rival decides to fight me on my way to the Victory Road. And this is not going any different from any other battle that we've had in the past. He sends out Pidgeot, I send out Great Wall. He uses Feather Dance. I hit it with a Strength, which barely does anything. He hits a Wing Attack. I hit a Strength. He goes for wing attack, I go for body slam, paralyzing it. Then I hit another body slam with a critical hit, knocking it out. Then he sends in Rhyhorn. I hit the body slam. He goes for takedown. I hit another body slam, paralyzing Rhyhorn, and getting hit with a takedown. Then I switch out to Rampage, getting hit with a takedown, hitting it with Surf, knocking it out, and then I wait for the oncoming Execute. I decide against switching in momentarily, and I hit it with a Bite. Then I get hit with a Stun Spore. It goes for a Solar Beam, but I knock it out with a Bite. Then in comes Alakazam, I stay in. Then my Bite gets disabled. It hits me with a Psychic. I Dragon Dance. Then I decided to switch into Great Wall, even after Dragon Dancing. I get hit with a Psychic. It goes for Calm Mind. I hit it with Shadow Ball, knocking it out. Then in comes Gyarados, which I stay in. It misses a Hydro Pump. I hit it with a Body Slam, paralyzing it, making it 3 Pokemon I paralyzed so far this battle. Hitting it with a Strength. It misses a Hydro Pump. I hit it with a Strength, knocking it out. Then in comes the Charizard, where I stay in. I get hit with a Wing Attack, I hit it with a Strength. I get hit with another Wing Attack, I hit it with a Body Slam. I get hit with another Wing Attack. Then I almost knock it out with a Body Slam. Then I decide to switch out to Pilot. I get hit with a Wing Attack. Then I hit it with a Quick Attack, winning me another battle against my rival. I enter the Victory Road, catch myself a Machop, and I name it Fight Club. Then I leave Victory Road, head into the Indigo Plateau, where I plan on using Bulbafett the Venusaur, Pilot the Pidgeot, Sandy Shocks the Magneton, Nessie the Lapras, Miles Prower the Ninetales, and Great Wall the Snorlax. She starts off with Dugong, and I start off with Sandy Shocks. I go for a Thunder Wave, paralyzing the Dugong. It goes for Surf. I hit it with a Spark, taking it out in one shot. Then she sends in the Cloyster. I go for Spark, once again taking it out in one shot. Then Slowbro comes in. I go for Spark, managing to knock it out in one shot again. Then in comes the Lapras. I hit it with Spark, almost knock it out. I paralyze it. Then I get hit with a critical hit Surf, causing me to lose Sandy Shocks in the Pokemon League. Sandy Shocks, I will win this for you. Then I send in Miles Prower, hitting it with a Flamethrower, knocking it out. And last but not least, in comes the Jinx. I hit it with a Flamethrower, and I knock it out in one shot. 1 down, 4 to go. Next is the man we don't talk about, and just like always, he's an easy fight. He sends out Onyx. I start off with Boba Fett. One Razor Leaf takes him down. Up next is Hitmonchan, where I switch into Pilot. I hit it with a Wing Attack, taking it out in one shot with a critical hit. Up next is Machamp. I hit it with a Wing Attack, getting a little over half as it goes for Scary Face. I get hit with a Cross Chop, then I hit it with a Wing Attack, knocking it out. Up next is Hitmonlee, getting hit with a Mega Kick, then I hit it with a Wing Attack, taking it out in one shot. And last but not least, his second Onyx, where I go back into Boba Fett. I hit it with a Razor Leaf, and it goes down in one hit. Up next is Agatha and her Ghost-type team, even though it's all poison. But anyway, she sends out Gengar, and I start off with Great Wall. Then I stupidly go for Earthquake as she goes for a double team. And I forgot, Gengar has Levitate this gen. She goes for another double team. Then I miss a Shadow Ball. She goes for a third double team. And I finally hit a Shadow Ball, knocking it out in one shot. She sends out Golbat next. And I switch out to Nessie. Golbat hits a Confuse Ray. Nessie hits itself in confusion. Golbat goes for Air Cutter. I hit myself in confusion again. Another Air Cutter from the Golbat breaks out of confusion and hits it with an Ice Beam, knocking it out. Up next is Arbok, where I set in Boba Fett. Then I remember that Great Wall now has Earthquake. It goes for Screech and a Sludge Bomb. I hit an Earthquake, taking out the Arbok. Up next is the next Gengar. It goes for Hypnosis when I use Psychic. It uses Sludge Bomb. I use Psychic again, this time taking it out. And last but not least is Haunter. And I decide to go into Great Wall for this. It uses Hypnosis, putting me to sleep for multiple turns. It uses Mean Look, so I can't escape. Then it uses Curse. I'm still sleeping. Curse affects Great Wall. Then it uses Dream Eater, while Great Wall keeps sleeping. He gets affected with another Curse, then another Dream Eater, finally causing Great Wall to wake up and knocking it out with a Shadow Ball. That could have ended in a complete disaster. But up next, we got Birdkeeper Lance. Wait, he's a Dragon Specialist? What do you mean? He only has like a couple dragons and everything else is flying type. But anyway, he starts off with Gyarados. I start off with Great Wall. He goes for Dragon Rage. And I go for Strength. He goes for Dragon Rage again. This time I go for Body Slam. He goes for Bite, and I flinch. He goes for another bite, another body slam from Great Wall, almost knocking it out. Then he decides to use a full restore. Another body slam from Great Wall, paralyzing it this time. Another body slam. Gyarados hits a Dragon Rage. Then I hit another body slam, knocking out the Gyarados. Up next is Aerodactyl, and I switch out to Nessie. It goes for Ancient Power, and I retaliate with Surf. Almost knocking it out in one shot. It misses the Hyper Beam, and I hit it with Surf, knocking it out. Up next is Dragonair, where I hit it with an Ice Beam, taking it out in one shot. Then out comes the second Dragonair, which you just rinse and repeat, hit it with another Ice Beam. And then time for Dragonite, which just goes for a Safeguard, then it gets hit with one more Ice Beam, taking it out, winning me this battle against the Elite Four, and now I move on to my rival, who is now the champion. And just like Drew McIntyre, will only be champion for about 5 minutes. Pidgeot comes out first, and I send out Nessie. I get hit with an Aerial Ace, then I hit it with an Ice Beam, taking it out in one shot. Next he sends out Rhydon. I stay in and hit it with Surf, taking it out in one shot. Then I send in Miles Prower to take on Executor, hitting it with a Flamethrower, knocking it out in one shot. Then I send out Great Wall to take on the Gyarados. It goes for Dragon Rage. I go for Body Slam. It goes for another Dragon Rage. I go for another Body Slam. It goes for another Dragon Rage. Surprise, surprise, I go for Body Slam. And it doesn't knock it out. Then he heals up with a full restore. I go for Body Slam, paralyzing it this time. Hitting it with another Body Slam. It goes for Dragon Rage. Then I hit it with one last... Nope, not one last Body Slam. It hits me with Thrash. Then it's one last Body Slam to knock it out. And up next is the Charizard when I send in Nessie. He goes for Slash, I go for Surf, knocking out the Charizard with a critical hit. Then out last is Alakazam, where I switch into Great Wall. He goes for Reflect, I hit Shadow Ball, don't knock it out. It goes for Psychic, hitting me with a critical hit, then I hit it with a Shadow Ball, winning me the battle, making me win my first Nuzlocke, and not only that, making me champion of the Kanto region. And there you have it. My first Nuzlocke victory, and I couldn't have done it without every Pokemon that I've used. Mainly Great Wall the Snorlax, Miles Prower the Ninetales, Nessie the Lapras, Pilot the Pidgeot, and Boba Fett the Venusaur. All 5 of them will be brought over to Johto, and they will each have a reward, but they will all start off in their base form. Now, I didn't script anything in this video, but I just want to say thank you all so much for watching the video and joining me on this journey. Thank you all so much for 300 subscribers. I do have a special video planned for that, but I would just like to say thank you. 7.5 years ago when I started this channel, I did not expect to hit 300 subscribers, but I just kept making content because this is what I love. I love making videos for you guys. I love streaming on Twitch and Kick. And none of this would have been possible without the people that supported me, the people that doubted me. So thank you everyone who has watched the video or subscribed or just left a comment motivating me. This means so much to me, and knowing that I have people that actually want to watch my content just means the world to me. Like I mentioned at the end of my streams, it doesn't matter if there's 1 person or 20 people here. I love interacting with all you guys. And I may not comment to every comment, but just know all of your feedback is greatly appreciated. Because without the audience, YouTubers like me wouldn't be able to do this. So for now, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the Johto region.